partner's sexual past. So, for example, a woman's body count. Do you think it's wrong for men to care about a potential partner's body count? Hensley.
I don't think it's good to necessarily be biased about it. You know, like I've definitely, like, I don't know if y'all have seen the video where it's like, you go and ask men, like, how many bodies is okay? And they'll be like 2 or 3. And you go ask women and they'll be like, well, as long as they were safe and they're tested, you know, it really doesn't matter. So I'd say, like, if you want to be really, like, skeptical about a woman's body count, that's fine, but you better have a low body count as well.
Kelly.
I agree. You can't be skeptical about someone's body count if yours is, like, way up there.
I just got to hop in here because the issue with that statement is that girls want experienced guys. So you're going to be attracted to a man that has lots of experience, which is going to mean that he's been with many women. That's the only issue.
So do guys want unexperienced women?
Yes.
Yes.
No. Whoa.
You do not believe that?
I don't want.
So you want, like, children? What?
I don't. Oh, she said inexperienced.
Unexperienced. You
Yes.
want unexperienced.
Oh, I thought you said
women.
experienced.
No.
And both you guys were like yes, and I was like, bros, what?
Inexperienced.
No, she said inexperienced.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
women.
that's what we want.
Yeah.
So, like,
Why?
yeah, elaborate, because that's an interesting take.
Well, see, this is where we have to kind of learn about, like, what the opposite genders want, right? Because we want inexperienced women so we can be the ones that sort of show them, because they want us to show them. Like, you girls want a man who has experience, who's better in the bedroom, who knows how to talk with girls, to take them out on dates, operate, all that type of stuff. It's really attractive.
I'll give you a concise answer. 2 reasons. First reason, I don't want a woman who I've shared with a bunch of other dudes.
Wow.
Exactly.
You say wow?
But
I
guys
say
don't
wow.
want that.
Why is that a wow?
Because the world is just way different than I thought it was. It's kind of sad. Wow, that's crazy.
No, but this is realistic.
It's realistic. That's how
Yeah.
I take it. That's
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
A lot of guys feel this way too.
Yeah, I know. and
That's
it's
the
kinda
first
sad.
reason. That's the first.
Yeah.
It's not sad. That's the
It
first
is.
reason.
No, it's not sad.
That's the first reason. I don't want a girl who is the town bicycle. I don't want a woman who's been ran through. I don't want a girl who's been with a ton of dudes.
Wow.
And I'm not a guy who's slept with a ton of women. Second reason, and this is kind of a neutral thing when it comes to the sexes, pair bonding, right? So the data is clear. I know you probably won't believe the data, but the data is clear. The more people someone sleeps with, the higher their chances of getting divorced.
Yeah.
So if you've only had one partner, or if you were a virgin when you got married, the data shows that you have a less than 5% chance of getting divorced. Once the number of sexual partners you've had goes above 15, the chances that you're going to get divorced are above 50%. I want to have a healthy and strong marriage, and I want to decrease the odds that I'm going to get divorced. When people sleep with more and more people, I think it blunts their hormonal pair bonding response, right? So when you have sex, you release oxytocin. I think the more people that you have sex with, the harder it is to release oxytocin when you're pair bonding with somebody. And I'll give you an example. I spoke with a guy.
A guy, one singular guy.
I've spoken with many men about this, okay, and they've
Not all of them though. But
they've attested that this is true. But I spoke with a guy
guys
who
in
had
the friend group. What the guys?
Hold on,
actually
Chase. I'll let you finish this. 1 in the chat if you want a girl with a low body count. 2 in the chat if you want a girl with a high body
Here's
count.
the data. Here's the data.
So just so you can get
this is a great question.
just so you can get some more male input on this. Anyways, chat. Chase, if you want to continue.
Yeah.
Or if-
So
wow, that's
Look
a
at the
lot.
ones.
chat getting lit up with ones. Almost everybody wants women with lower body counts.
We know you want to fuck children. It's okay. We know.
Did you just accuse them of wanting to fuck children?
You're wanting to fuck like unexperienced people. Like that's just so like you
A
specifically.
guy wanting a
Bruh.
virgin,
That-
you're saying makes him
yeah.
a pedophile?
Kind
What?
of in a sense.
This has been the standard
yeah.
That's
throughout
crazy.
all of human history.
And is
This
it
has
right?
been the standard throughout
No,
all of
not
human history.
necessarily. That's wild.
It's not
You- wait,
wild. It's how
you've-
all of humanity has existed up until now.
You've never heard even guys in your friend group or just you've never heard guys say that they have a preference for women who have low body counts? Like you've never heard this
I've
before?
heard it, but the mentality behind it is kind of just like, oh, you're used. Another guy had you first, so you're used. Like, that's crazy to think of a human that way. Like, you're used because you have, like, you guys aren't used when you have sex. Like, what is the difference?
Because you don't see it the same way. You like it. You like when we have experience.
Yeah, and the difference too is that it's extremely easy for women to have sex. All you would have to do is go out onto
Yeah.
Del
Just
Playa
walk
and be like,
outside.
"Hey, you want to have sex?" Bunch of guys will have sex with you. It's not the same for men.
It's hard for
it's
men
totally
to get
different.
laid. It's hard for men to get laid. It's very easy for women to get laid. So it's not like if for a guy to get laid, he has to be providing something. He's bringing some sort of value. Whereas for women, like you just kind of show up and you can get laid. It's very easy. You can get it at the drop of a hat.
But to
So-
finish the point I was making, I spoke with this guy. He said he slept with over 150 women. It's almost impossible for him to feel a deep connection when he sleeps with a girl now. And it just proves my point. The pair bonding becomes harder. So the more women, my future wife, or the more men my future wife has slept with, the more difficult I think it'll be for her and I to build a deep bond through sex. And like somebody else said, that sex is, in a healthy relationship, part of the glue that holds it together. And if she slept with a bunch of guys, or if a guy has slept with a bunch of women, it's going to make it harder for the two of them to have a solid, successful relationship.
Yeah, and also I don't think that many girls can sort of even fathom the idea of how it feels for a man knowing that a bunch of other dudes' cocks were inside of you. Like,
It's terrible.
it is the worst.
terrible.
It is the worst feeling.
Yeah.
It is the worst feeling. I don't think girls can relate to that feeling.